Hello everyone, this is Jyoti here. I'm from Ek Nayi Disha Foundation. I welcome you all once again to Babble Gabble. And today's topic for discussion is spirituality transforms personality. And here I have my very dear friend, come a guest, who has come to be part of this session. Padmashri, she's connecting us from Delhi. So Padmashri, I would request you to please introduce yourself.
Yeah. Thank you, Jyoti. Well, I'm Padmashri and I work as an operations professional. I have over 2 decades of experience. I'm currently working in an international NGO managing procurement for a country office. And I have varied interests. So I love books, music, uh, self-development, a lot more. I love traveling. I'm an avid trekker, and I hope that helps you understand the various parts of my personality. And I love talking to people. So here I am to talk to you today. Thank you.
Once again, welcome back, and my audience, lovely audience, and our guest of the day today. Padmashri, as you are hardcore reader and you read a lot of books, I know you read a lot of spiritual books also. So, as per our today's topic, I just would like to know from you, what does spirituality means to you?
Wow. Spirituality is a very, very big topic. But for me personally, spirituality is about knowing yourself better. When I say knowing yourself, it's about knowing your true core, the truth that you are, your inner truth. And it's also the more you know about yourself, which is self-awareness, then you learn to understand a little more deeper and try to know what you do, why you do, and where you belong, and how you get along in the place that you have come up to. So it is also a very wide, engulfing field. Spirituality is not very, very individualistic. Spirituality encompasses something beyond the individual. It's so much more about the whole cosmos in a way, to know how you belong, what is your part in this cosmos, and how you come to know yourself, and how you identify yourself, understanding where you come from and where you go, and understanding what you do and why you do. And it's also so much more about when you are doing something, naturally you're not doing it all alone, you are interacting with others. So there is so much more about how you interact with others, whether it is at a family level or at a community level or at a larger level. And today it's so much more also about interacting online. And somewhere this spirituality does play a role in everything that you are and what you do. And that is why spirituality is very, very important, and it forms a very, very integral part of your whole personality.
Very true. Padmashri very rightly said. As for me, I feel spirituality actually has given me a purpose to my life. What I want in my life.
True. Yeah. Yeah. As I said, when you start knowing your own self, and when your deeper core, when the first step is to know yourself. Then when you know yourself well, that means you will know what are your strengths, where do you want to build a little more, and then also where how you choose what you want, the decisions you make from your mind. So spirituality is bringing a balance of your body, mind, and soul. Spirituality doesn't operate at one level. It's not from your mind alone, or it's not from your body alone. Spirituality is not like, okay, I go today and pray, or I finished my yoga today, so I'm spiritual. It is not like that. Spirituality is something that connects in whatever you are and whatever you do across your body, mind, and soul. And that is why it's very, it becomes a whole encompassing thing in your life. That is why it affects everything that you do and everything that you are, like in whatever you say, in whatever you believe in your mind, in whatever you interact with others, in whatever you choose, in whatever you decide for yourself. So this spirituality, what happens is when you know your core very well, that means you understand your true self. Then at the next level, you will want to know where you belong. So then you start looking at your environment. Now your environment is again, it's all life forms, or maybe even some non-life forms. So then you start learning how to connect with everything that is beyond you in materialistic sense. But then when you are spiritual, you look at it at a very deeper level. Then it starts affecting your mind and your soul also. For example, I love taking nature walks. So when you go for a long walk on your own, you might be thinking you are connecting with the nature. For many people, long walk means you are connecting with nature, and maybe you are able to listen to a song, or whether you are able to sing a song as you walk, or whatever it is. But for me personally, it's also not just about connecting with the nature as a surrounding that's around me, but it's also more about knowing a little more deeper self of me, to understand that expands outside me, right? so
Yes.
so so then I connected at a very deeper mind and soul level, and not just at the level of a very, it's not just it's not just looking at a very gross level. It's also very, these things that strike us when we do these spiritual activities. So these strike us in a very, very infinitesimal, minute way. They don't come to you like a glaring thing. They don't come to you as if this is the big bang that happened to me. These are very small, moments. I will say moments. Yeah, moments is the right word. In small moments of the day, you feel connected at a very deeper level. You belong, and this environment belongs to you. So it is not just about being yourself and just expanding yourself or knowing yourself. So spirituality lets you go deep, and then that depth actually lets you bring in the width of what you need to see outside, right? So
Absolutely.
what, how you view things outside, and how you take them on yourself, and how you respond to them. So especially in today's times, right? Like we all want shortcuts. We want everything to be done within a deadline. We want everything to be done in a jiffy and finish off with it. So when you are more spiritually inclined, what happens is you will learn to take it more slowly, take it with more focused attention. Give it your 100%. Look at it, look at all angles of it. Give it time, give it time. Be patient to see what you can do. And of course, spirituality is also about a higher connection with a higher purpose, right? When I say higher purpose, the higher energy, the higher real. For all of us, we all know that somewhere we have only a limited energy, we have unlimited potential, but our energy is always limited. There is always a higher energy. So now when you know yourself well, and when you know your environment well, when you see others around you, this spirituality lets you treat others equally, right?
Absolutely.
This is a basic tenet of humanity, that you need to know that everyone is equal. Spirituality lets you see that everyone is equal here, and all of us have our part to play, whether we are a smaller part or bigger part, whether we are a life form or a non-life form, or whatever it is, each of us have our part to play. And
Absolutely.
this kind of knowledge will let you realize that everybody is here for a purpose. That means they are here to do what they have to do, and you will do what you have to do. So that means you can treat everybody equal, because everybody is doing their own job that they are meant to do, or they will identify, they will go on that path to identify that. So we start treating people as our equal. So spirituality actually for me helped me see that everyone is equal.
Very
And
right.
there are, yeah, yeah, would you want to add something to it? I have
Uh,
many more aspects of spirituality to discuss.
No, I just want to relate this. Like people think that spirituality means religion. So, do you really agree to that? Is spirituality is a religion, or religion is separate and spirituality is separate? As per you, what do you think about it?
Yeah. See, spirituality is about, as I said, it's about knowing yourself and balancing your mind, body, and soul connect. Okay. Religion is about a faith. Religion is about a faith that you choose to follow, either because of your birth or because of your belief system or because of your exposure and experience. Now, whatever be your religion, your spirituality can always be different. Now, sometimes you may not even be religious, but you could be fully spiritual. Now, spiritual doesn't necessarily mean that it is only to connect to the higher God. Religion tells you faith, the belief behind what you want to follow, and maybe some practices that you do to follow. But I'm not saying spiritualism is not about practice, but spiritualism is more about the exploration itself of knowing yourself, of being. So this is about being. Religion is about, it's like the dogma, you know, it's the principle that you have. It's like you have the Vedas, that is religion, okay? But how you will follow what is in the Vedas becomes your spirituality. I'm not saying it won't become religion. In some aspects, it will become religion. Like if you take aspects of prayer, or if you take aspects of traditional practices that you need to follow, then it will become religious practices. But even without doing those, you can be spiritual. You can look at attaining and connecting to a superpower. You can look at, being what you want to be and identifying your purpose and doing what you want to do. And it's also so much more different in terms of religion, because religion is also about religion is basically something that is ancient and established based on a particular philosophy, right? Now in spirituality, there is the only philosophy is that
I think there is some network issue. Yeah, I think the connectivity has been resumed. So Padmashri, yeah, please continue with your lovely talk on the spirituality and the religion, what you were explaining to us.
Yeah. See, spirituality is also about an offering, because spirituality is about knowing yourself, then understanding your environment at the next level, and then doing what you have to do, and then working with others. Now, as you do all this, what next? The next is to grow. Now, what do you grow to? You grow to contribute, right? At the highest level of growth is contribution, because that also brings you the deepest satisfaction when you learn to contribute your service to someone else or for something else, right? So for me, spirituality is so much also about offering means, what are you willing to give? Ask yourself, what can you give the world today, right? So at a very practical level, you are receiving air, you are receiving sunlight, you are receiving breeze, you are receiving rain, you are receiving water, you are receiving so many things from nature. And what is it that you are ready to give the world, right? For me, that question also came from my deeper spiritual exploration, I would say.
Very nice.
So the other aspect of spirituality is also about gratitude. Gratitude, because
Yeah.
you know your energy is limited. You know you need to empower yourself with more energy regularly. And that energy, you get it from a higher realm. You call it God, you call it a higher power, or you call it something else, you call it by name. or for some people it is not anything to do with God or higher power. It's something about what you do alone, that you want to go into the depths of it, right? It could be your work, what you call karma yogi, right? It
Yeah.
could be just your work that gives you the push to proceed further and to use your full potential. So it is about showing gratitude to that higher power, to say that yes, today you were able to achieve this, tomorrow can you look at something more. It's about saying a little thank you every day. Spirituality is also about taking that time to say thank you, and to
Yes.
be able to say that yes, this is what I got to do today, but I can make this more better tomorrow. So this is also in a way it's also about self awareness, because then you are going back and looking at what you did. And this reconstruction of your effort is very very important, because unless you learn to reconstruct yourself as to know where you are, what you're doing, it's very important to know how to proceed further, right?
Absolutely. Padmashi,
Yeah.
even in my case, see, whatever I do, I feel even the
Mm.
smallest thing I do, like if
Mm.
I'm
Mm.
working or if I'm helping somebody, uh,
Mm.
any act of mine, I feel it is my
Mm.
call. I
Yeah.
always feel that I'm like a messenger. I'm being
Yeah.
given certain task by some
Yeah.
supreme power, and
Yeah.
I should give my 100% attention and devotion to it. So for me,
Yes.
that is my spirituality to me.
Yeah. Yeah. That brings me to another thought of spirituality. So, what happens when you practice spirituality is it lets you shed your ego. It lets you shed your ego. Why I said, because as you said just now, it lets you think about, you know, how you have to serve. I also said, right? Like it's about
Yeah.
giving. So when you realize that what you are doing is about serving others at the highest level of success, because we call it contribution. Contribution is giving something to others. That means you are ready to serve others. So when you decide that you are ready to serve, it brings down your ego to a very, very infinitesimal level. I'm not saying it's very easy to come to that level, but it takes a lot of time and effort and regular practice to come to that. But then spirituality lets you shed your ego and look at how you can serve others, right?
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
now, after you are talking so much about the work and what we have to do for the society and everything, it
Yeah.
I get one question to ask Padmashri, that
Yeah.
how can in our workplace we
Mm.
make use of our this spirituality? How can we make our workplace as a place of worship, kind of a place? Worship
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's just
Yeah.
a divine feeling, but
Yeah.
a place where it's welcomed. Everyone
Yeah.
works in synergy. So
Yeah. Yeah. You mean the right energy persists in a work environment. Yeah.
absolutely.
See, when you are spiritual, what happens is whatever you approach, right? Whether it is in your workplace or at your place outside work, in your life, you will approach everything with full attention and full concentration, right? So the minute you pay full focus, then first of all you bring your, if you are spiritual, you bring your core true self. That means you bring your authentic self to workplace. You won't have a false prestige there. You will
Yeah.
not put up a false face. You will not want to show up just because you have to show up something. You will be your true authentic self every moment when you're at work or in your life. So when you are spiritually heightened, what happens is you bring your true original self. And because you bring your true original self, it's very easy for people to see your inner core and trust you easily. So when you are spiritual at work, it brings you trust and relationships very easily to you. So it's very easy to form these good working relationships because people are willing to trust you. It's not just about being more outspoken or being open here. Okay, being outspoken or being more open is very different from bringing your authentic self to the core. So when you are bringing your authentic self, that means you will think what you are saying, and what you are saying you will do, and what you do is seen by others. and that gets transformed in building trust, right?
Yeah.
So you ensure you have this balance within you that reflects outside, and this reflection will actually bring you more positive energy also from others. So you will yourself be exuberating great good energy, but it will also bring you, because of your good energy that is going out, it will reflect back similar energy back to you. And then you will attract people who are more authentic, you will attract people who are more, you know, who share the same beliefs at work like you, right? So that enabling of those relationships at work happens very easily and smoothly. Now the other thing at the workplace is when you bring your 100% focus to what you do, then you will also give your 100% effort to what you do. You will want to do the job well, because you don't want to do something because you have a deadline, or because you want to finish it off, or because you have to show somebody that you were able to complete it. You are not here to show anybody anything. You are here to better yourself. When you are a spiritual person, every step of the way you are looking at improving your own step from last time. What better I can do today than what I did yesterday? What is it that I can do tomorrow that I did over today, right? So you are trying to beat yourself. There is no competition with anybody. There is only what you call cooperation with others, right?
Absolutely.
So this becomes very largely seen also. So, and then when you yourself are satisfied knowing yourself, knowing your strengths, knowing your environment, knowing the people around you, knowing what you're doing in your work, putting your
Exactly.
100%, it all this brings you a great level of satisfaction. Now when you have this satisfaction, this shows very well outside. It lets you enjoy what you do, right? It lets you play. This doesn't become a dreary thing. There is no more oh my god, this job. There is no more that kind of a feeling, right? So
Very
what
true.
happens is this brings you to enjoying what you do, because in your self awareness you are deciding how you should do what you're doing, what is it that you do, and you're trying to seek meaning in what you do, right? So your self awareness makes you the first step in spirituality. The self awareness is a major thing that lets you, when you know yourself, when you know why you do what you do, when you know the meaning behind what you do, when you know the purpose of why you do this way and not the other way. Now there may be other people who are in similar roles like you at work. They may be approaching work with a different work ethic, right? But you
Yeah.
choose to be this because you have a spiritual ground behind you that lets you be this. So this becomes your core strength, and this shows up in everything that you do. So there is
Absolutely.
no more competition. As I said, there is only cooperation and getting along with others. So this team play and bringing in trust from others, ensuring smooth relationships, you know, in
Mhm.
how you speak and how you communicate, the truth that comes out. And then when you're spiritual, what happens is your life goes a little slow. Okay, people might think you're not overboard, you know, you're not coming as what you should be, but you
Exactly.
know down yourself that this energy will shine one day, right? It shines when it has to, right?
Parmeshwari, you
Your
have
inner
rightly said.
energy, yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm just
your inner
interrupting.
energy will flow up any day. Actually, it flows up all the time. If others are not seeing it, it's because they lack something within themselves, right? So what happens is when you bring your true core authentic self and do what you have to do and enjoy what you're doing, then what happens is that this particular energy actually, you know, deflates others in doing
Yeah.
negative things. So people will think, oh no, she has been this, so let me not do this, right? It will actually, at a very higher level, it will actually even question others as to why I should do something like this when this person is like this. I believe so. I have seen it in people. I have experienced it in my life. And I truly believe that spirituality and being spiritual, being connected with yourself, knowing yourself better, putting yourself more deeply into everything that you do, and to be able to give others what you can, find meaning in what you do, giving it your 100%, bringing your authentic core to the fore actually drives in a lot of benefits at the workplace.
Very, very rightly said. And just Padmashri, I'll just add a very few lines into it. Is
Yes.
it's as you have your personal experience. From my own personal experience, I would say that I have seen that, you know, when we keep the spirituality with us, you know, which is within us, we mostly, wherever we are, we keep people first. Our staff is our priority, our people around us
Yeah.
are priority, the job is our priority. So we build
Yeah.
a very good teamwork, as you rightly said, and we
Yes.
work with mindfulness. We give 100%
Yeah.
what we do, and then
Yeah.
we don't hesitate to express our ideas to the boss. Mostly what
Right.
happens is, because of the reluctance and all, we feel that okay, fine, I will not share this with my boss. But when you're a
Yeah.
genuine person from within, it's
Yeah.
nothing to fear of. So
Yeah.
we make our work very productive, as you said,
Yeah.
genuine. We
Yeah.
remain genuine, and people around us, they make
Yeah.
the environment very positive. I think
Right.
that's the best way of putting it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Coming to that, I want to add one point. So what happens when you are spiritual is you learn to, as I said, at the highest level of spirituality, you want to contribute, right? So that means you want to serve. So what happens is you start putting others' needs first before yours. So, you know, this is also one of the best practices of one of the 7 habits of highly effective people. You become more effective when you start serving others, right? So you start seeing what others want, what others need more than your own self. Sometimes you are willing to forego your small pleasures for the sake of giving others that benefit and their need and serving their need, right?
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
this kind of, if we are a person with so much of inner understanding of who am I, okay. So
Yeah.
I think not only in the workplace, this we create a wonderful environment in our own house. Better relationship, better understanding in our relationship with spouse, peers, friends,
Yeah.
and everybody around us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just reflects
Yeah.
all the aura just goes out and reach out to
Yeah.
people, and they understand it, though we may
Yeah.
not be
Yeah.
a glittering like artificial gold,
Yeah.
still like a
Yeah.
pure gold, but that is what
Yeah.
the spirituality is all
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. Your deeper connection with yourself actually enables more better connections with the external world. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. So thank you, Padmashri, for your wonderful insight into spirituality for transformation of ourselves, why it's needed, and how it affects our workplace. For me, at the end, I would just add up that spirituality for me is like a light in our heart. It's
Yeah.
more smile, less tears, and
Yeah.
more compassionate, less of judgment, more of
Yeah.
blessings, and less
Yeah.
of depressions, and more of
Yeah.
love as I have for you, and less of hatred
Yes.
towards others.
Thank you
So
so much. That was great. That was so lovely. That small poem that you recite, I don't know if it's a poem, but this is a lovely, these are lovely words. I would love to copy them and use them sometime. It's really enriching, and I'm really glad. Thank you so much for this opportunity to talk about one of the favorite subjects that I know. Thank you.
thank you so much. Now back to the audience. We have expressed what spirituality means to us, and thanks to my friend and come, she's a very talented lady. She is always on the go of improving herself, and you can see it all in her talk. And the thing is that now we are through with our expression of our opinion towards spirituality. I want to know from you all, what does spirituality means to you? How do you define spirituality in your personal life and your professional life? So please leave your comments below. Thank you. Meet you soon in our next episode. Thank you so much, Padma Shri, for such a wonderful insight.